Hi there, Muffy Davis coming to you from the Capitol here in Boise with a legislative update on what's going on here in our legislative session. Hard to believe this Friday we mark 6 weeks here at the Capitol and halfway through our legislative session. And amazing to me that we're already halfway through. Things are moving fast. Things are really starting to pick up now. We're seeing more and more legislation coming through. This past week, as I'm sure most of you are familiar with, what we call the gerrymandering bill or House Joint Resolution 2, which was a resolution that was going to try and change up our current redistricting commission, or that is currently a very wonderful, positive commission that hasn't had any issues. It's 6 members, 3 Democrats, 3 Republicans. They were trying to add a 7th member to that commission. It was rushed through committee, rushed through to its hearing, and put onto the floor for a second hearing. Thankfully, because of all of your outcry and all the public saying, wait, stop, this isn't right. We want to keep Idaho the way it is. It's working really well. And because of all of that, they wised it up and they pulled it off the floor and sent it back to committee to try and come up with a better solution that maybe isn't so partisan. So we will keep watching that and see if that comes back to the floor, and we will keep you posted on that. Today in our judiciary and rules, we're going to be voting on the popular hot dog bill, which will remove any part of liability for first responders or people, medical authority or security people that see a dog or a cat that might be in distress in a vehicle, remove them from liability if they break in and relieve the stress of that dog or cat. So that's exciting, and hopefully we'll see that pass out of committee and go to the floor for full vote. Another interesting and neat bill that has gained a lot of attention is House Bill 122, which is a bill to legalize industrial hemp and really align Idaho law with the passage of the federal farm bill that went through last year in 2018. So you probably heard in the news of the truck driver that was just driving his load. He did everything right. He went to the weight scales and turned in and then was arrested for transporting hemp through the state of Idaho. Well, currently our law has that's illegal. So we are trying to align with the federal law and see that we can get industrial hemp legal here in the state of Idaho, which will open up a lot of resources for agricultural opportunities, as well as not threaten or hurt people that are really following the law and maybe just transporting through our state. So that's an interesting one. We have a bill that I've heard from several constituents regarding that's coming through the Senate. It is Senate Bill 1040 for liquor licensing and adjusting and changing our liquor licensing laws, trying to open up some more flexibility for that. The issue there is we want to make sure that those people that have paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for their current liquor license aren't jeopardized and put in peril or lose the value there. So we are trying to watch that and work with that, and it is currently back in committee, and we are going to see what comes with that bill. So watch that on the Senate side. Another bill that we were waiting for all session and is finally out there is on the Senate side. Senator Souza has introduced a bill limiting the scope and expansion of Medicaid expansion to, instead of 138% of the federal poverty level, to 100%, as well as some other conditions on that. So we are completely opposed to this. This is what the people, against everything that the people voted for. So we are watching to see what happens with that, but I will keep you posted as we hear more. It is currently in the Senate. And I don't know a whole lot of details, but we will be in touch with that and make sure that if it gets over to the House and we get into the health and welfare, we let you know to come testify or to write all of your legislators. Currently, you can write everyone and tell them that you oppose Senate Bill 1100 that limits Medicaid expansion. The legislators need to listen to you. You guys are the bosses. You hired us, and you can fire us if we do not do your will. And I think they need to be reminded of that. We are now in the 10th version of our education funding formula, and so it is still going around. So we have not seen a whole lot. It hasn't come out of committee. There is no current legislation, actually, so it's not even a bill yet, but we are trying to just follow that and see where that is going to go. So busy stuff going on here in the Capitol. Please keep in touch. Let me know what your wants, your desires, what you are worried about, or what you would like to see us here focus on as we move through this legislative session. And let's keep the snow coming and enjoy everything that's going on, and have a wonderful weekend. And I will be in touch next week. But thanks so much for watching, and keep in touch.